Hey everyone, this is Jackie Tomlin. This is your weekly check-in, your weekly collective. We are looking at the week of March 28th. The end of March, that whole going into April era. So give me a minute here to get my card situated. I didn't realize I had so many out. Hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. I really was not sure if I was going to feel up to this or not. I just got out the hospital yesterday, so I just kind of left it up. Ooh, what happened there? To see how things were going, see how I felt. And to be honest with you guys, I want to know what's up for this week. Last week certainly threw me a monkey wrench. Didn't go the way as I had planned. Hi, Tamika. So we're definitely looking for a good week ahead. Hey, Chris. Oh, I hope I'm better too. Guys, I was on here last Tuesday night and I was telling you it was my first day to drive and I was going to drive to the store when I got off here, and I did. And it's a 3-mile round trip. I'm out here in the country. We have a little country 7-Eleven out here. So I went up to get something to drink. When I got in my driveway and I got in my truck, and I have an older SUV, I shut the door. Well, when I shut the door, I thought I heard a pop, but I didn't think anything of it. Long story short, I went up to the store. I got me a drink. I got back in the truck and I come straight home. So it's a 3-mile round trip. And when I took my jacket off, my shirt was soaking wet. It was like blood and ooze and everything else. And I thought, good Lord, just because it's the first time I drove in a month, whatever. So I cleaned up and I laid down. So, everything kind of slowed down there. And the next day I got up and it was the same way. I was just completely saturated. And I cleaned up, and about the time I went to wash my face because I'm all cleaned up, is when there is shit just pouring down my stomach. And I'm like, okay, something is up. So much to my horror, I looked at my boob, and what is looking back at me? Silicone. I popped my incision. So, yeah. After I gripped hold of the counter and decided I was not going to pass out, that whole chanting thing. Do not pass out. They will find you here dead, because I've not only busted through, it's ruptured. I am leaking silicone. So I called my daughter, who called my surgeon and said she wants to call the rescue squad, and I was like, absolutely not. And she said, then I'm en route. I'm en route now. She says, just be ready when I get there. And I said, okay. So I got in the car and I laid as still as I could. And believe it or not, that hole doubled in size from here to the hospital. And we got in her office and she says, I have no choice but to head to the OR with you. Well, this was not in the plan. And what had happened was, it was my left side, which is the side the cancer was in. So that side has been into a couple more times than the right side has. So the tissue has worn thin from being stitched, where they keep reopening the same incision and keep reopening and keep reopening, and it had developed an infection. So I went into the OR knowing I would come out smaller on the left side than the right for the time being, because they had to cut all that skin away and let fresh skin grow back. Also, where that dog had jumped on me and tore my stitches in front, that was looked at as well. So bottom line, my hemoglobin was down. I was losing blood. I had to do a blood transfusion before surgery. Um, they took cultures of everything. I came out with a saline expander on the left side. Okay. So each week they will add saline to it to get it to the size of the right size. But they probably won't replace it with another implant, probably for a year, depending on how solid that skin is, so that this doesn't happen again. Um, of course, they admitted me. This is the longest I've stayed in the hospital since all of this began, and I wasn't going to fight it. I was in what they call the penthouse. I just gave up and just let them take care of me. The cultures come back first to come back with it. There was an infection in the left side. We don't know how that happened. Thank you, Lisa. The infection we think came from the dog, but what they did with that, where I had that spot on the front from where the dog tore the stitches, they had to open it and cut away tissue. So I have an open wound. So my last 3-day stay was waiting for one, cultures to come back, and two, for them to line up home health care for open wounds. Because I can't stomach it. I cannot do it. I mean, there is a piece of my body that is exposed and it's creepy. And I mean, this is stitches. I've got that. That's not no big deal. Um, so yeah, emotional train wreck for the first 2 days was beyond an understatement because I had no idea why it had happened and how it had happened and why it had happened and everything else. And it was great. It was a horrific experience, to be honest with y'all. So, well, now I get home and I understand that I do have home health care, but they've called my daughter to say they don't do open wound care. So I have a note to call my insurance company. I called them today and they couldn't answer me until tomorrow. So y'all pray for me tonight. After we do this, I gotta do that open wound care myself. Just let me get through it. I know how to do it. She's shown me the steps. I just let me get through it. So, but yeah, it was basically it was 3 and 4 days of them pumping me with high powered antibiotics through an IV with nausea medicine and some pain medicine. And I blew 2 IVs, third time's a charm, third one worked. Um, it wasn't overall a bad experience. I was surrounded by a great group of nurses. You know, of course, my surgeon, she was on spot. You know, she came in every day to take care of me. Every day she changed my wound. She didn't even ask the nurses to do it. She did it herself because she wanted to see what kind of progress I was making. Oh, Patty, I was a pitiful soul there for the first 2 days. We still don't know why I'm losing blood. We ran all sorts of tests. We have nothing. We have problem with what my blood pressure is, what they call soft at night, to the point that a couple times I skipped some blood pressure doses just because it was so damn low. But you know, oh, she's an awesome surgeon. I have her cell number. She told me to call her even if I just wanted to talk. And I mean, but yet I was still glad to be home at the same time. And I know some of y'all messaged me yesterday, and I was just so out of it. You know, they hit me up hard with some good pain meds before I walked out of there. So yesterday was spent dozing. Today I've done some piddling around the house and gotten some things done. Gone through some mail in my office, got my office straight. I have made a list of you. I know several of you have reached out to me and said that you're ready for your readings. So I will be reaching out to you either tomorrow or Tuesday to set something up for this week. And, just getting back to a normal schedule. I don't think I'm going to drive yet. I go back to the surgeon on Friday to remove a drain, which, guys, I am a pro. One drain out of six, shit, that was a piece of cake. I'm like, I ain't even worried about it. Other than that, they put me in the little pretty smock because it has the drain holder on it. You know, so it's going to get better. I don't know why it happened the way it did. Harry, you would have laughed because only me would have shut a car door and blown a boob. Seriously. But when I lifted it and there was silicone looking back at me, good Lord. I'm here to tell you right now, somebody kept me from hitting the floor. Oh, yeah, I will get some things delivered. Like my daughter yesterday on the way home from the hospital, she stopped and got what they had called in, but I slept in the car. I was so far out of it, I didn't really care. So, you know, and like she'll pick up my prescriptions, and I got another friend that will stop by and check on me, and it'll be all right. It's just the good news is the right one healed. Yay! One out of two. Who the hell knew? I did tell them they were too tight, and they have set the puppies free. No more sports bras for right now. I just wear loose shirts. So, where we were going to be straight by the beginning of summer, it looks like that we will be straight more towards the end of summer, or that I don't know. I don't know when they're going to be the same size. It depends on how this Holy fellow. And I'm like, hey, but I'm good advertising. I've got the saline and the silicone. Use me as an example. Which one would you rather have? So, Dana, honey, I ain't had no choice. Ain't nobody giving me no choice in this matter. Um, but at the same time, I realized last night, about 2:30 a.m., I got a little spoiled. Those nurses take break around 2:30 a.m. and they'll come in and say, "Hey, you want a sandwich? You want some banana pudding?" Ain't nobody come and approach me about my no snack at 2:30 this morning. Carla, I don't know. When I get the first fill on the saline, I'll let you know. Yeah, Toss, I'm not real happy about being lopsided. And she says, well, we're going to have you where it's not going to be noticeable here within 2 to 3 weeks. I said, either that or we go buy a sock and stuff a bra. So yeah, I mean, I had no problem with the silicone. The problem is, like I said, because it happened. I mean, they keep reopening the same incision, obviously for scarring. I know, Angelina. My story just goes on and on. But because it had been reopened so many times because that was the size with the cancer, and apparently it was just too damn much. Girl, I'm telling you, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I can't do those. That can't do anything with underwire. So yeah, yeah, it could be worse. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I saw it, devastated was beyond the words. And I know it I upset my surgeon when she opened it and let me see it, and I burst into tears. Was probably not the reaction she was hoping for. And she's like, "Give me time, and they will match." And I'm like, you know, I trust her. I've trusted her from the beginning. I trust her now. It just is what it is, you know. So. But yeah, Carla, as far as silicone versus saline, I will know here in a few weeks. Right, right. Because right now, what's in there is just the expander. Okay. So there's no saline in it whatsoever. So it's got like this sunken in mastectomy look, where the other one's nice, full, round, and plump. Yeah, not the look I was going for. So, but she says with the first fill, that sunken in look will go. Within the second fill, it'll go up a cup size and and all like that. So who the hell knew? The reason people get these expanders are generally people that want really large implants. Okay. And what they do is it expands your skin at a certain time, so the actual silicone implant will fit in there. And because they had to take out the section of skin that is worn out, basically, from being going into, they had to use an expander to refill, to expand out, to stretch out everything and make sure everything's going to be secure and tight. She said her other option was I could have gone a cup smaller than that side. And she said she knew damn well that was not going to work for me. She right. She right. So, yeah, I absolutely will, Carla. I will do another video on this. But I really didn't decide that I was not really going to jump on here and do um, a collective. And I thought, I can't think of a better person like to know what's happening this week other than me. Yeah, I would have been livid. I mean, if she had made the decision that, yeah, she'll be okay and she'll just live with one side being smaller, substantially smaller than the other side, yeah, no. Goal here, people, goals. I am still single. I'm going for as close to normal as I can, you know. One of the nurses come in there and she says, Jackie, she says, they have, what do you call it? Ones that, stuff in your bra or whatever. And I told her, I said, I have an aunt that has one. She gets drunk and throws it at people. It's pretty funny. Nope, not for me. I told her, I said, I want something more on the natural side of things. So, alrighty. Let's start with some angel messages for this week. Let's see what we got going on. Well, I think a lot of people are missing too the fact that it ruptured. That I'm very lucky. Silicone rupturing, that's a whole different world. A little sick, yes, but they flushed it really good. So, oh, one day we're gonna sit back and laugh about this shit. I mean, how many people go shut a damn truck door and pop a boo? For real. On the other hand, the fact that there was infection there, and we can only imagine it come from the dog because they've seen me every week. That maybe that's why it happened. Because infection can spread very quickly, particularly with wounds. I don't know what to expect with this open wound. I've never had an open wound before, so. My neighbor's dog, they come over to see me the week I got out of the hospital. Well, he come over to see me and he brought his little dog with him. And the dog ran up. I was laying flat on the sofa, and the dog ran up and jumped on my chest. And when I started screaming in pain, he panicked and he started spinning. And when he started spinning, he got his rear foot hung up into one of my drain hoses. Yeah, it was not good, Joanne. And the day after, I had a nasty fall. So, combination of everything, it just wasn't good. Yeah, that's what I hear. It's going to take a while. So, we'll see. All right, gang. 3 angel messages set the tone for the reading this week of what we need to know. Focus is always on the collective of what we need to know. Take what resonates with you, leave what does not for someone else. I think we got enough cards here to do a full reading to see what we need to know for the week. And like I said, I know there's a few of you that let me know that you're ready for readings. Either today or tomorrow, I will be reaching out to schedule you. Life goes on. First angel card reading, Conscious Consumer. All right. This is making the decisions to buy only produces and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. Perhaps you're more geared towards helping out the small individual versus the big individual, but you're very conscious when you're consuming this week. Then we have gratitude list. Oh, I love this. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you in your heart instead of your worries in your mind. Gratitude list. Yes, sometimes you have to just keep the faith and just continue to pull ahead, push forward, do what you got to do, and be grateful. Count your blessings. Be grateful. Harry, I am too. I don't know if you can tell how swollen my right hand is. That thing was like immensely huge yesterday where I blew that IV. All right. Then we have do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take positive action, steps from what you are hearing and from the divinely guided to take. Consistently working in your priorities will make that flourish like a flower garden. That's it. Do the work. Don't let things hold you back, just like me, you know. Count your blessings, keep pushing forward, and keep doing the work. Keep at it. All right, let's see. What does the week hold for us? If I feel like it, we will be on here tomorrow. At some point in time, we're going to do readings instead of doing by the sun, which I planned on Wednesday when I wasn't here. I think we're going to go ahead and just move forward with some April readings of what your month of April is going to look like. Right now, we're looking at everyone for the week of March 28th, running into this first week of April. What we need to know. Using my pillow here as a table doesn't work really well. What can you say? Improvise. Use what you got. All right. First card up, you've got the King of Pentacles. Strong on the financial front of things. This could also indicate a Gemini. I'm really feeling with this card, for whatever reason, that there's communications with someone that you haven't communicated with in a very long time, but someone that you look up to, someone you admire, someone you respect, and someone that you're just going to enjoy visiting with. With that, we have the High Priestess. Intuitive, divine timing, trusting that gut feeling, knowing that you're right, trusting it, following it, letting it lead you. Trust where you're being led. This is your balance being restored. And what do we have here? Page of Swords. Page of Swords means something is rushing in. Going to be a quick moving week, quick moving energy. And what is rushing in? The Three of Wands. What is that? The ship coming in. Can y'all see the ship on this one? A lot of you are waiting for your ship to come in, and he is letting you know that you are rounding the right time frame for just that to do so. Center of the reading. Oh, look at this, guys. You have the Hangman. You guys are feeling stuck, feeling like things are stagnant, that you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, no movement around you. Well, that comes right under that high priestess, and it tells me you may be feeling stuck for a reason. You know, the high priestess there with that page of swords, that yin and yang pull, it's finding that balance of one is encouraging and that things are moving strongly and moving quickly this week, while the other's kind of reeling it back and slowing it down, letting you savor the moment. Okay? But you're by no means stuck. Seven of Wands. Y'all know I think this is the most beautiful energy of the deck. Definitely for me and for someone that's healing. This is that journey inward. It's slowing things down. It's taking care of you. It's things falling into place. And it's kind of like you're psychic, because with this card, you actually are seeing things starting to line up and fall in place for you. Then we have the Lovers. Strong in love life, whether you're single or you're straight, single or straight, single or you're a couple. Um, and for whatever reason, I feel this is in communication. Oh, thank you, Harry. It does show that it does feel that there is some strong communication here regarding love, or just communication in general, but for a lot of you, it is in love. I know some of y'all messaged me and y'all got brief yes or no's or whatever. And the thing about it was, the only thing I had in the hospital was my phone. And y'all have no idea how painful it is to type with a freaking IV in your hand. So, you know me, I could talk forever, but a lot of people had to settle for the yes and no answers. So, with that, we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, overcoming. So the quick moving energy is overcoming some obstacles, pushing some things in the way. This point blank and simple, this is your week to get shit done. Okay? All the little tedious tasks, all the little stuff you don't want to deal with, this is the week that I see you taking care of that. And we have with that the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups coming in as wish fulfillment. That fat, happy cat. Things going your way. And I think it does come from that journey inward. It does come from the swift moving energy. It does come from the high priestess and that page of swords finding the yin and yang. So it's a good week. But what I'm seeing here, I mean, if I had to end the reading right here, which I'm not, but if I were to end the reading here right now, I would have to say this is definitely a week of moving forward and getting things done. Let me see if I can reach this other deck without making a freaking mess here. I need my little assistant. I've talked to her on the phone. I haven't seen her. I've talked to her on the phone. They will only let 16 and up in the hospital. So she was very, very upset that I was in the hospital and she couldn't come see me. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I look forward to seeing y'all. Y'all give me my normalcy in my life. Thank you, okay? All right, so let's clarify this. Let's go a little bit further with this, and let's start. It's had a powerful opening of that King of Pentacles. Okay. So with the King of Pentacles, I've got the Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, ooh, and the King of Wands. So we got two kings going on there. Authority, taking a move and authority. Could be an Aries energy. Could be another fire sign, maybe a Leo or Sagittarius, but really pick up an Aries energy. Also pick up someone that may wear a uniform. Five of Swords, you guys do not overthink things because you're going to give yourself a headache if you do. Okay, let your defense down, let things go, let things fly. It's a week of getting things done, and that means tedious things. Okay, so don't overthink it, just do it. You know, if you got a pile of crap you need to go through and you don't want to do it, don't sit there and overthink it. Don't let it ruin your day. Just sit down and do it. Just do it. Okay. And Ace of Cups says opening your heart, new beginning in love. And we have that King of Wands coming in on that King of Pentacles, financial independence. You're going to be rewarded by pushing yourself. Just do it. That's all I keep saying. What is that? The Nike expression? Isn't that the Nike logo or something? Just do it. That's what it's telling me over and over. Just do it. Just jump in. Just do it. Just get it done. Get it the hell over with. Does that make sense? Okay, on that High Priestess. High Priestess is that one that says that you're in tune, you're in sync, your balance is restored, things are going your way. Hello there. With that, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Oop, I pulled two on accident, so we're going to take them both. Let's see, Spite, the Three of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Okay, so what we got going on here is Six of Pentacles says your financial balance is going to be restored. Now, we saw that at the beginning of the reading with that King of Pentacles. Now, then we have the Three of Swords. And for whatever reason, I think this is a spiteful card. Maybe this is someone that was thought they were going to intervene with your relationship. Maybe this is someone that thought they were going to break you and someone up. Maybe this is someone that thought they were going to cause you karma or whatever. To me, this just bit them in the butt. Okay? To me, you come out ahead. Three of Pentacles, you're working and gaining. For some of you, you're struggling a little bit financially. I'm not worried about you, and I'll tell you why I'm not worried about you. Not only am I not worried about you, there's a Chariot right beside you. Okay? You are one smart cookie. You have a way to figure things out. You have a way to bail yourself out. If you are struggling financially, that Six of Pentacles reassures me that there's financial independence. That Chariot tells me that what you want and what you need is going to come rushing in. It comes rushing in when you least expect it. And for some of you, this is absolutely your yes answer. Okay. Now we're looking at that Page of Swords. Remember, this is a quick moving energy. It's going to be a quick moving week. Seven of Pentacles, you're growing your money, you're growing your finances, you're breaking out with different ideas. So let's go back to that, getting things done, of just doing it. It's going to bring about new ideas. You're not even aware of this. Most of you have no idea. No idea that you're bringing about new ideas. And then we have, look at there, the Ten of Cups coming in with the happily ever after. And the Queen of Cups, the peace. Scorpio energy, this saying, I surrender, I give up. I'm here to open my heart. I'm opening my heart to receive love. I'm opening my heart to give love. Look at this. This is what's rushing in, guys. Growing the money, total happiness, happily ever after, and opening your heart. Is that a bad thing that that's what's rushing in this week? I don't think so. But I do think it's a chain of events because I go back to that I told you so leads to the unexpected good. Oh, a happy birthday. Hi, Donna. Okay, so we're waiting on that Three of Wands, waiting on that ship to come in. Let's see what we have there. The Three of Wands comes in with the King of Swords, the Lovers again. It's the Lovers over top of the Lovers. And the Three of Cups. Some of y'all got some kind of a little rendezvous going on here. Just want to say that. I see a wise man. This man may appear to be, and now I'm using a man because there's a man on the card. There's no gender associated in this, okay? But what I'm seeing here, this could be someone that looks older or is graying or looks very wise and stable, who's coming in to offer some solid advice. There is a little bit of a rendezvous here. This is the Lovers over top of the Lovers. So we've got something going on here in the love life. Certainly not a bad thing. Certainly not me. I ain't going nowhere lopsided. I can tell y'all that right now. And we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is an unexpected celebration. Now, notice the unexpected celebration comes with the unexpected, with the Chariot. So, yeah, there's something good coming in this week. For some of you, it just may be good news arriving. For others, it could be anything, but there's something good coming in this week. So, not a bad thing. Now, let's get into that center of the reading and dig into that hangman energy that we're talking about. This one wants to jump out. We'll take it. It's the Four of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Good stuff so far. And we got the King of Pentacles again. Okay, so some of you, I'm going to be honest with you, you're being stingy. You're not only being so stingy, you're so stingy with your money, you squeak when you walk. Just saying. It's okay to keep some money to yourself, but don't be greedy. Don't be stingy. You know, keep your heart open. Keep moving forward. Not everybody wants you for your money. Two of Swords, decisions to make. Look at this, like taking the blindfolds off. I think something is right there in front of you that you haven't really noticed. And then we going back to this King of Pentacles. Now, if you remember, our reading begins with the King of Pentacles. Okay? The financial independence. This is somewhat like that Libra Gemini energy. This is someone that has been there and done that. Someone who is just happy, at peace with themselves. Someone who wants to offer you up some sound advice. Just some really, really good energy there. Okay. Then what are we clarifying here? Oh yeah, the Seven of Wands, that journey inward. The taking the time for yourself, yeah, I mean, you gotta smile at it when you're sitting there, you're getting crap done that you don't want to do, and I see a lot of that. Okay, and you're pushing through it, and you're like, I really didn't want to clean out this closet, but I could sit around and worry about it all weekend, or I could take an hour and a half and it'd be done, totally organized. You know, that journey inward, doing stuff like that. Let's see what we have going with that energy. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Empress. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Some of you have a secret admirer, or you are secretly admiring someone, because we have the unexpected offer of love coming in there. Look there, there's a gift of flowers, there's a gift of dinner. And to you, this person is the Empress. This is the person that has it together, moving forward. And you've been feeling a little overwhelmed about it. So I got a two-case scenario here. And I say that because I'm looking at a general reading for a collective. Either you're looking at pursuing someone and you're apprehensive about doing so, or someone is looking at you and they're apprehensive about pursuing you. And maybe they feel that they're not really sure if you have someone or not. Okay? But this is all coming before that first Lover's card. So now clarifying that first Lover's card, what do we have going on there? It's like I said, there is some rendezvous, an outing, a date. There's something there. There is something there this week. Something unexpected, something good. Something for some of you, the bright spot of your week. Three of Wands again, waiting for that ship to come in. The Four of Swords, it does have to do with matters of the heart. It is the calm before the storm. And we have a Tower card moment. How cool is that? Oh, my love life, all at one time. So waiting for the ship to come in. That it does have to do with matter of the hearts. Can you see the heart in the nest? This is the calm before the storm. The temper. I can tell you right now by the cards surrounding with the 10 swords beside this, quit listening, people. Quit listening to them. Okay? If they tell you, oh, you're just setting yourself up for rejection, don't do that, don't listen to them. If they are telling you, maybe now's not the right time, maybe this is not the right person, don't listen to them. Something there, you've psyched yourself up about this, you're ready to roll for it. This you think could be the right one. You think this could be your ship coming in. This could be what you've been waiting on. Well, let me tell you something. No one is going to know that but you. So the last thing you want is these people here with the Ten of Swords that want to put the knife in your back, telling you what to do. Why? A little jealousy there, maybe? Maybe they don't want to see you happy. So be mindful of that. If this comes to matters of the heart or things that you want, you go for it. Yes, Miss Jackie, we will keep you on the prayer list. On that Ten of Swords, there's the Death card energy with the Hierophant. And the Fool. How serious am I about talking about these people that are putting the negative in your ear? Serious enough to give you three major arcanas. Death card energy. Endings, closures, rebirths, new beginnings. New era. Okay? So maybe the last one you took the leap of faith on and it was the wrong one. It doesn't tell you. Don't let them tell you don't do it again. This is a new beginning. Then we have the Hierophant. What does Hierophant tell me? Can you see the smile on this fool's face? The laughter, the smile. It's the realization that what they've been manifesting actually came in. It's actually what they wanted. Glad they moved forward. And then, of course, there's the Fool taking the leap of faith. Traveling, doing things your way, being set free. Glad you did. And of course, there's a little bit of a warning of foolish decisions, And then on the the Nine of Cups energy of the wish fulfillment. All right, this one wants to jump out. Nine of Cups comes with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, financial independence, money you've known about. Could be a settlement coming in. This could be, I want to say a car accident. Maybe some of you got some money coming in from a car accident. Two nines together means completion, the end of a cycle, the end of money problems. Some kind of offer coming in. Could be inheritance coming in. It's something that's not going to be this week, okay? But it's something to do with the past. Maybe you put in for a refi and it's going to be approved. Maybe you put in for just a regular bank loan and it's going to be approved. Something is coming in. Beside that, again, we have the Knight of Swords twice. Quick moving. What's rushing in now? The Hangman twice. Things are moving quickly, but not quick enough for you. Two cards that have repeated itself throughout this reading. The Knight of Swords of the quick-moving energy and the Hangman that you feeling stuck. You've got to find that balance. The balance between quick-moving and that you're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be taking care of business. You're supposed to be doing something else there. Oh, a little slow moving here. Alrighty. Let's see. What are the messages we got coming up for the week before we end up with the romance angels? Farmland wedding vows. Prosecution and inquisition. I really see that some of you could be taking that country drive out to the farm. You know? Drive through the country. I know gas is $4 a gallon. You ain't gonna drive too far. But you know what I'm saying? Just the ride, the listen to the radio. Perhaps you're invited to a wedding that is in a farm location. I had this last week, I believe. The writing on the wall, new writing, karmic relationships ending, wars and battles. This karmic, this person that was there before, has done nothing but try to wreak havoc on your life. They'll do anything they can to intervene or interfere with your happiness. Okay? Hi, Alan. Go back to the patience problems. Lessons and blessings. Knighthood coming in. There is definitely, I want to go back to where I see this Libra Gemini energy. Like I said, I don't want to stress whether it's a male or a female. I really do feel male, though, of someone who really wants to offer a helping hand, someone who wants to offer advice, sound advice, good advice. Okay? Let me see what we have here coming out with what the Kipper deck wants to show us. Put some of these cards up before I have them flying. So I really don't feel like picking them all up. Alrighty. There is that death card energy. The endings, the closures, rebirths, and new beginnings. You guys know how that goes. It's very emotional. You know, closing one chapter out, starting a new one. We have those two nines together to remind us of a completion of the psychic cycle. There's a courthouse. Some of you have a court date coming up. Something to do with the courts. Signing of a legal document. For some of you, actually court date. But either way, it does appear to be victory in your favor. There is a gift of some sorts. Someone offering you a gift. I really want to throw out the Chariot. I really want to throw out the unexpected. Thank you. Nice to see you too. Welcome. We have a change. Change at home, change of residence, change of a new car. I want to throw in the word expensive. Some kind of expensive change. Look at there. You're on the right path. This is huge. Now remember, with the right path, it normally tells me it's a path less traveled. It's not a path that you would take often. It's not a path that you would commonly do. Going back to where I'm talking about going through things, um, clearing out some things, just get like some spring cleaning or whatever. Path less traveled, but the right path. And the distant horizons we see travel, cutting the bond, cutting the link. Some of you, it is by boat, like literally by boat, like your cruise or something. Now we have a message of concern. This is where I'm talking about you putting things off. I think it's not a message coming in. I think a message that you already have that you may have overlooked. Something that needs to be handled, something that needs to be addressed. For some of you, we're looking at new real estate. We're looking at a new house, perhaps a summer home. Could be something just as simple as a camper or a cabin. Okay. And let's see. Dating, courtship, that has come in with this reading has been all about love and the unexpected and the rendezvous and a date and something different going on there. So nothing of a bad stance. So let's head straight over to the romance angels. Looks like a good mild week, even though it's a very quick moving week. I have my deck here. We're going to use that as the message of the week. Also, so I want you to be thinking of piles 1, 2, or 3 for your pick a card, as well as a yes or no answer. And you're going to phrase that in your mind as to what spirit can tell you of whether it be a yes or no. Okay. So on the romance angels, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Now, let me tell you, I'm used to seeing when I see the attraction card, it's generally mutual between the two people. And be warned of deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So perhaps someone is portraying something that they're just not what they say they are. So do a little bit of investigating on your love oracle. Let's see what we have. The sword and the rose. Clarity, truth, resolution, prediction, and power. Sword and the rose. Then we have love, unconditional love, self love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So, yeah, you're looking at something that could very well be something of the long term. Ooh, be warned. Here it is, karmic relationship. Turmoil, triggers. We have resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. I just have a feeling, I mean, it's a couple times it's come out in this reading that a karmic is trying to interfere with this relationship. Now, karmic is a relationship from the past, you know. Um, like I said, there's someone that's sticking their 2 cents into what you're doing and the matters of the heart. Alrighty, so piles 1, 2, and 3. We're going to use my deck because I happen to have it in here for your message of the week. Thank you all for joining me this evening. We've had a pretty good crowd considering I didn't even announce where we were going to be on. So, make sure your notifications are working. I will be on at various different times this week. Of course, Wednesday night at 7. Yes, I am planning on. All right, piles 1, 2, and 3. Pile 1. Move forward and stop procrastinating. It's your message for the week. Pile 2. It is not what you thought it would be. Ooh, that's on a major arcana too. So this is actually getting what you want, but it's not coming in the form you thought it would be. Pile 3. There's an Aries and sudden change, and then it will flow naturally. Also on a major arcana. On pile 3. Now for your yes or no answer. Well, I'm glad you do, Harry. Okay, first card up, I've got the Emperor. 7 of Wands, beautiful energy. King of Cups. 6 of Wands, I'm going to stop right there. That's a yes. And Judgment. So I'd have to give this, whatever you're asking, was it a yes or no answer? The answer is yes. Emperor coming in as a dominant, prominent type person. 7 of Wands, I mean, you see the meditation on this card. Taking care of herself, like I said, it's a journey inward. King of Cups, opening its heart, opening up to love. 6 of Wands is victory and success. That's why I said you get the yes answer on this. And Judgment is, you're not passing judgment on other people. You're not letting other people judge you. It's a hard time with you judging yourself. But overall, your answer is yes. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It was I was kind of straightening up in here and I was like, I need to put some of these cards away. And I looked at the time and I thought, yeah, I think I got time to do the collective. And like I said, I need to know what the week was going to hold. I certainly wasn't expecting what last week held. So, it could never hurt. Well, thank you, Miss Dana. Thank you. And like I said, I will be on at varying different times. I think we're going to concentrate this week on the April readings. Might change things up, do things a little bit differently, depending upon how I feel. But I am going to keep them by the elements because I think it's very significant that you can see, maybe in the way that I can see, that they are connected, that the elements are connected, and how similar they are and what similar traits are. So, yeah. So I've had you guys for an hour, and I thank you for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Worst case scenario, I will see you on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And y'all wish me luck because I'm off now to go do this wound dressing, whether I want to or not. Then dinner time. And then I'm thinking it's time for just, to take those pain pills and relax for the evening. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So you guys have a great evening, and I shall see you soon. Bye.